Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema. Sit down. Yeah, I overslept again last night. No softball things. Just I couldn't get it. I was editing my latest Sandman reaction kind of late last night. I guess it was like 11:30, but like I've gone on 4 hours before, and I didn't even hear my alarm consciously until 6. It's almost 8 now. So there was some snoozing going on. I don't know, I guess I was tired. But hey, we're here. It's Thursday. It's bright out. There's something new on Disney Plus. There's a couple of things new on Disney Plus, but specifically in the realm of Marvel Television, there's something new. You wouldn't know that. It's midway down the top rail bar, which is kind of crazy in my personal opinion. But hey, that's how things are rolling over there. I don't know if that's good or bad for this show. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair? Take a seat. We are getting ready to take a watch and then dive in, spoiler filled, into She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, Season 1, Episode 4. This is not real magic. And yes, get excited, folks. If you had fun last week, Episode 3, The People versus Emil Blonsky, this guy's favorite episode so far. It didn't necessarily have like anything crazy really going on, but I thought the story was just so clever last week. It was also absolutely hysterical, and Benedict Wong had a pretty decent sized role, and he seems to be a main supporting character for this episode. Is this not real magic? Based on the synopsis, She-Hulk's new client Wong is suing a magician for unauthorized use of the mystic arts. And we heard Benedict Wong say, welcome to like the Wong verse or something like that. Like he, I think, is about to start popping up like all over the place. And the fact that he's Sorcerer Supreme, that kind of would make sense. And he's probably a little bit more available than Benedict Cumberbatch is. So I think that's a lot of fun for the MCU and the world. And I'm pumped. I love when we're in the realm of magic. That's obviously Wanda's realm. We haven't heard or we don't know anything that's going on with her. Last thing we saw was a little poof of red magic. Very similar to Hela's poof of green magic when Surtur brought the hammer down on Asgard. And in both instances, I think both of those characters are alive and well somewhere. I hope. I suppose Doctor Strange's head had a little poof, red puff, and he didn't survive. Although we did find out, I think it was last week, Raimi originally had a cut, or not Raimi, but Michael Waldron, the writer, originally had a cut where he's like, if they're gonna let us do all this crazy stuff, he wrote a post credit where someone was looking at the monitors from the Baxter building, and then like you see a stretchy arm. So maybe he did survive, and if that's possible, then maybe Wanda's alive. Maybe Hela's alive. But regardless, dipping our toe into the realm of magic, brings us into, obviously, the world of Doctor Strange, as we're going to get some Wong, more Wong action. But yeah, I mean, the mystic arts and magic, the last time we were there, like I said, a little red puff of magic. I don't necessarily think we're going to see Wanda or anything that directly connects to Wanda, but it's always fun to be back in that realm. Other thing, one of you guys mentioned this to me. I didn't pick up on this, but those 4 knuckleheads at the end of last week's episode are actually supposed to be the Wrecking Crew. Or at least that's the general consensus that I got. One of you guys gave me a shout out. I really, really appreciate that. And kind of chronicled that, like, Titania could be in play, which is cool. Kingpin could also be in play, which would make a ton of sense in this world. So I'm really interested to see what they do there. I guess hearing that it was the Wrecking Crew, it's a little disappointing that they were so stupid. But hey, maybe they'll become slightly better at what they do. But that was a cool call out. I don't know if we'll go back to them. You'd have to imagine at some point we'll find out who's trying to get She-Hulk's DNA. And now that we're 3 episodes in, I'll be interested to see if the show really starts to take more of its MCU direction, right? Like, from the MCU, the show is all about cameos. Hello, welcome to Law Procedurals in the World of America. Law and Order, SVU, you watch those shows, man, and the amount of big name actors that just come walking in and out of those shows, man. It's nothing but cameos, and obviously going with more of a 30-minute sitcom style, something closer to, as a few of you have pointed out, Ally McBeal. We know that we're going to get more cameos, I'm sure. I mean, we have Wong in this episode, but I think one of the things, though, that we've seen when, Marvel has had longer shows, right? WandaVision was 9 episodes. Took 3, because we played with the sitcoms, but took 3 to get into the MCU story. Here we did Origin, being introduced to the superhuman law concept, and then First Case. And that episode, I think, also creates the structure of a lot of what we're going to see going forward, with your A and your B storylines, how we're going to meet up at that bar, probably every episode. I know that is a Ally McBeal nod. But bars are very common places for a lot of procedural shows for folks to show up, because that's a pretty common place for people to go after work in the real world. So, anyway, man, there's a lot of things going on. We could be maybe inching our way closer to our first introduction to Matt Murdock and Daredevil in this world. I know we got more Matt Murdock in the Spider-Man extended cut. I gotta go try and see that maybe today or something. I need to go check that out. We got a little bit more of him there, supposedly, so waiting to see if we get some more of him here. Be very interested to see where we go with the magic. We got the Wrecking Crew. Who's going to be our cameo this week? Is it just Wong, or are we going to have a twerk moment with Megan Thee Stallion? One of my favorite, come at me if you want, one of my favorite post-credits, maybe all time. That was just so much fun, and never in a million years did I think I would see that happen. So, yeah, She-Hulk, man. She-Hulk's doing it for me. I'm really enjoying this. The show's a lot of fun. It's surprising me. It's going places I didn't necessarily expect. So let's get the episode up. But yeah, I'm like all in on She-Hulk. I know not everybody is, but I dig what it's doing. I dig the type of story it's telling, especially from a female perspective. Things that it's setting up for the MCU. I mean, we might be hearing about World War Hulk tomorrow. At D23. It's unfortunate none of those panels, the major movie Disney Plus panels, none of them are going to be broadcast live, but I'll certainly be keeping my eyes peeled. It sounds like all the trailers will be dropping. I hope we'll get trailers from maybe Comic-Con that we didn't get. There's some big trailers floating out there for Marvel. But I think we're going to get that stuff, but Saturday is, I believe, the Marvel panel. And it's very possible we're going to find out that World War Hulk is coming. So, I mean, this show it gave us that, and it's going to give us Daredevil in the original suit. Like, come on, man. What's really not to like here, people? Get your panties out of a bunch, please. And I'm not directing that to the women. I think you know who I'm directing it to. Anyway, episode 4, Is This Not Real Magic? She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Let's go. I always do that, let's go, but then my TV takes forever. It's so slow. Just started pinwheeling now. And we're sorry, we cannot play the video because there's a Disney Plus issue. Well, that's great. Is it really a Disney Plus issue? Or did I lose my internet connection? Because now everything's pinwheeling. So frustrating. No internet, what the shit. Yeah. Connect to the Wi-Fi. So I have Optimum. And they offered me hey, you can get a whole extra gig for $5 more a month or something. I was like, my internet's really good, man. I've been here for over a year. I've had no issues since that interaction. It's probably going on 4 or 5 months now. Not enough for me to change my internet, but I have internet issues way more than I ever had prior to telling Optimum, no, I don't want to add an extra gig for $5 more a month because I don't need it. Now I feel like I need it. And that's frustrating. Alright, yeah. My network is connected, according to my television. Come on, Disney Plus. Here we go. We're pinwheeling. Hey, we're playing. Right. Disney Plus just went away.
Previously on She-Hulk.
Previously.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Whoa. There's Titania. All right, so here we go. Oh, a little tease of Titania. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of her this week.
And his name is
Wong. Just Wong.
Set him a thirst trap photo thing. So funny.
Go to his name is Yusuf.
Do not set me up,
No,
Mom.
no, he's much too young for you.
Yusuf. How much you want to bet he connects to the wrecking crew somehow? Yeah, man, that tone shift right at the end of the episode, the funniest episode of the season so far, and then even the beating up of the wrecking crew was funny again. Or for the first time, I think I connected them to the group outside the bar that was hitting on She-Hulk. Not the same guys, I don't think. Just randomly a group of 4 again. Yeah, I mean, like, it was a really funny episode. And all of a sudden, like, after she dusted herself off, like, looked up and just looked at her, that scene, that reflection, like, tone shift. So maybe we're gonna get inside the Jen this episode. Starting out with upbeat music, though. It's pretty good. I didn't know what those notes were gonna be. I just went off the guess of the beginning. Oh, look at this guy.
The ancient art of levitation.
Are you not amazed?
Fire.
Behold, flame!
And the wire attached. In a world where actual magic exists.
Delusion. The great Donnie Blaze needs assistance from a volunteer.
Donnie Blaze.
If you may.
This
Round of
chick
applause.
is a plant. Is he also fake bleeding on the side of his body?
Madison with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think.
How about I try something with a little more heat?
Is this the? I think this is the girl that was in. Oh man, he's got a real sling ring.
Donnie Blaze!
Does this mean that anybody with a sling ring can get?
My eyes,
You
these
don't
don't
have to
smell
be a
like
magical.
anything.
All right, now.
Ew.
If you can sling ring magic without having magic. Last week I was starting to have questions about Wong because I feel like he's acting weird. And somewhere there's a swap coming with the Skrull. What in the world? Whose heart was that?
Happened to all the goblins. Who are you? Are you the Goblin King?
No, I'm not. Where did you come from, miss?
I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, but now my dad lives in Phoenix with his new family, so I go there sometimes.
Cut-rate magician sent you here.
He sent me to a diff dimension, and a talking goat helped me escape a lava pit in exchange for 6 drops of my blood.
Oh my god.
Then I kind of like browned out, and now I'm here.
Oh no.
Donnie Blaze is going to pay for this.
Oh, Wong knows who Blaze is. But no, I was feeling like Wong has been kind of off. And if he's been kind of off and weird, maybe he's been replaced, but I didn't think a Skrull could do magic. But it's very obvious that Donnie Blaze can't practice magic. And he's got sling ring things going on. Also, you just hear that, I mean, the name Blaze works for magician. But Blaze, Ghost Rider, we're getting hints.
Well, what if they come back?
Then I will kick their ass again. And you can use a shovel.
Ooh. Really like her dad. Oh, she put herself on the MCU's Tinder.
Wow. Okay. We have got to get you some new clothes.
How did you come up with the name She-Hulk?
You ding-dongs dubbed me that.
Funny story.
Miss Walters. I'm having an issue with a magician. Notice how I use the word magician in quotes?
I did.
This charlatan goes by the name of Donnie Blaze. Former student of the mystic arts, but he was kicked out.
okay, so he was a magician. But also, like, why did he use the wire if he knows how to use magic?
Practicing the mystic arts without proper training not only endangers people, it risks untethering the material and astral planes.
You tell her, Wong.
Set a precedent that no unlicensed persons ever attempt to practice the mystic arts again.
He's very angry.
Did Mr. Blaze sign an NDA or a non-compete?
No.
Was there a contract when he began training?
Students pledge themselves to be loyal servants.
Poor Wong.
Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power that abides by the metaphysical laws of the time-space continuum.
No judge is going to take this seriously unless we do things by the book.
Book of Ashanti.
American laws. For the second time.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Cheap human tricks.
I love Wong. I hope he's not a Skrull.
Now your dating profile.
On to the last bit of the Blonsky parole brief.
Did you just woo-woo a parole brief?
I hated it as soon as it came out of my mouth.
I hate to see two stunning
Oh, man.
all alone.
Okay, well, there's two of us. So by definition, not alone.
Can I buy you sexy ladies a round of drinks?
Okay, sir, we're clearly in the middle of work here.
When you change your mind, I'll be at the bar.
What in the world?
See, that guy's exactly why I don't date.
Oh my God, you don't have to date that guy. Jesus. Show me your matcher profile.
No.
Jennifer, what if you made a profile as She-Hulk?
If we're gonna date, it's gonna be as Jen. I already have to be She-Hulk in the office.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
You already changed it.
A match. I do not have to be She-Hulk to get a date. Now give me back my phone.
She's already She-Hulk.
So consider this an official warning to cease all practices of the mystic art.
Can't trademark a spirit, register a soul, copyright art.
You can copyright art, yes.
Wonder if Donnie is connected to Johnny in some way. Or are we just in general confirming that Johnny's out there?
More mystical than you?
Sorcerer Supreme doesn't engage in competition, but I am more mystical in my sleep.
Prove it.
No, no one is proving anything.
Oh, gosh.
What cease and desist? Fantastic.
Yeah, it's sticking out of your shirt.
No, it isn't.
All right, we will see you gentlemen in court.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh.
What's the matter? Hey, swipe right for a hot date.
Got your ball.
I really don't feel like that guy is any kind of a magician.
Everyone here is so phony. See, I'm a New Yorker, through and through.
Oh, she did get a match as Jen.
That's why I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh, in what field?
TBD.
It's true to form. Unfortunately.
I'm running a superhuman law division because I have superpowers.
Okay.
I'm a Hulk.
What is this guy?
I can lift a full-size
Serious?
sedan with one hand.
Okay. This has been so great.
Yeah, it really has.
He's just gonna leave. Who says goodbye first? He gets up.
All right. Thank you so much for the drinks.
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
this is Alan. Yeah, she's like
Like-
a 6, maybe.
That guy's crazy. Tatiana Maslany is not a 6.
We have filed a complaint and a motion for preliminary injunction against the defendant citing unfair competition and gross negligence.
Please tell me you got that girl.
Do you want to win this or not?
Bring her back.
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
I'm gonna show you my high school dance routine right now. Did you get a ticket for texting? Just say you were texting 911. They can't prosecute.
Oh, this girl. Madison.
You can't bring that drink in here.
Oh, you can finish it if you want. I'm not sick.
Could Could you state your name for the record?
Madison King. Madison is with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think.
Could you tell us about the night you participated in Donnie Blaze's show?
So first he gave me roses that didn't smell like anything, and then he pushed me into a fireland.
Fireland. It's hell.
I made a pact with a demon that I cannot discuss. Otherwise, he said he would reap my soul and the souls of all I love, which honestly is so dramatic, and I hate drama.
Dude, are we getting a Mephisto confirmation right now?
The demon, I think his name is Jake,
Where's Eric Voss? Somebody check on that guy.
opened a portal that dropped me off at Wonger's house, and that's how we became besties. At first it was fun, then scary, then fun again, then spooky, but in a fun way.
I move to dismiss. Donnie's performance is a fun and spooky experience, which is the sweet spot for magic, in my professional opinion.
Oh, this girl.
The mystic arts is, in fact, real magic.
Is this not real magic, your elegancy?
Oh, God. This guy.
Can you believe your eyes? Oh, wow. Changed color.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
This case travels beyond these courtroom walls. The men you see are seeking to wield the power of gods, and that places us on the edge of a precipice. One man in the mortal realm has the ability to cause a ripple so great it reverberates through every dimension. And that ripple through galaxies has the ability to destroy all life.
Get serious on him, Wong.
Case closed.
I don't know where I know Donnie Blaze is from.
And you'll have my decision in a few weeks.
Your Honor, in the interim, could you grant us the preliminary injunction to stop the defendant from engaging in this dangerous behavior?
Well, this is my life, my art, mi pasión.
Why do I know? Is that the dude from Entourage?
Through security anyway.
I think that's the guy from Entourage. A crazy director.
He may continue to practice his livelihood. Pending my decision, court is adjourned.
Yeah, non-mystical arts.
Real magic prevails. You know, I also have a bird.
This guy. Oh, I really hope it's the dude I'm thinking it is.
Wongers, can we get froyo?
No.
We can talk about The Sopranos.
Fine, no more spoilers.
Ugh, whatever. I was over it after Tony killed.
That's what you get, Wong. Sopranos. You had lots of time to be caught up on The Sopranos.
Yeah, I am totally aware that tomorrow is Saturday, which makes tonight Friday. Another thing I knew.
You aren't in your pajamas already, are you?
No, I'm not already in my pajamas. I have a big night. Lots of plans due to successful swiping. Gotta go. Bye.
Nothing worse than an alert that says no new matches. Ooh, she's going She-Hulk.
I'm not proud of this.
Lights, camera, action.
Well, that's demoralizing for Jen.
You look stunning.
Thank you. You look very nice, too.
How much can you deadlift?
A literal ton?
It's at 600. I'm not even a superhero.
Hey, can somebody take our order?
My movie just premiered at Sundance. It was actually about...
Gets no better.
And that is how he became the attorney to the vice president.
I have to admit I was a fan before we met.
This guy!
Battle with Titania in court. It was incredible.
People love using that word around me.
Oh, because...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Incredible.
Are you indestructible?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really tested it out. I'm not looking to get myself killed here.
Yeah. Well, what about impenetrable skin?
Yeah, my skin is impenetrable.
Even vibranium?
Why? Do you have some on you? You want to test it out?
No, I wish. What a specimen.
Scott.
Did you just call me a specimen?
As a compliment.
Is there anything worse than dating in your 30s?
No, there is not.
So, what's your story, buddy?
I'm in medicine.
Ooh, what's that, like code for selling Adderall?
I'm a pediatric oncologist.
Oh.
Possibly a good guy.
I've been on so many first dates, and I hate talking about myself. Tell me about you. Also, should we split some fries?
Yeah, let's get those to go.
Wish that was the normal experience for dating.
Imagine you're in a faraway land.
You did the same trick at a show last week, and my friend Kayla ended up stranded in a parking garage in Pomona. I'm not gonna get into your weird fire hole.
Fine. No fire hole. How about we try something a little different?
I am starting to think, though, like, you can have none to minimal magical experience. Oh god. What is it? What terrible, awful, oh god. What is that? Oh, they got much bigger, much quicker! Where did that come from? No.
Ta-da!
What's gonna come out from behind her?
Oh, God.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, there's so many of them! And they have wings! Oh god. Oh god, they're on to This Is Us. Oh, Wong.
Wong! My main man!
Tony Blaze, what did you do?
A funny story. Not exactly sure.
I'm doing this for the universe, not for you.
Great. Perfect. What should I do?
Call my lawyer.
This is the best date I've had in a while. I mean, swipe dating is so dehumanizing.
Yes.
Everyone treats you like some soulless avatar on their phone, you know? Do you need to get that?
It can wait. Oh, my God.
Oh, shoot, I got it on your couch, too. Just 1 second, okay? Club soda and salt. Where'd my shirt go?
Why ain't you answering your mobile phone? Never mind, I see.
Wong, what is it?
Tony Blaze opened the wrong portal. I need your help.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, I feel like your dad.
Actual demons? Wong!
I've been fending them off. I have to repair the portal.
I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Be a hunk!
Yes. Oh, that didn't work.
Don't die!
Dude, look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, man, the dark realm type places that they could be going.
Send them all through here! I'm sorry, Cornelius. I don't know what went wrong.
Wong!
That was awesome.
Look at that!
Oh, it just becomes a rope.
Where is so many bad dates. I finally meet a guy who's sweet and listens. Is very, very hot. Not that that matters, but it does.
Thank you. It's one of those things that, like, it's the first thing you go to when,
And instead of kissing his very hot face right now, oh god, they're growing, and I'm covered in demon goop. Which is the worst part of this whole thing.
Ooh, a little vortex style. Good job, Wong.
Hello, fellas.
Good evening, my lady.
Before I send my little friend here back to his own dimension, I was wondering if you would agree to the terms of our cease and desist.
Maybe.
It's great. This guy out.
You got a little something right there.
Gross.
Cool.
Not gonna lie, I'd like like that. Maybe once.
Baby, do you know that's where heaven is a place on earth?
Morning Sunshine, you owe me some dirty deets, but first you'll never guess who's making the news again. That crazy courtroom psych. Oh, okay, Titania is back this up.
Supporters of the Free Titania movement are celebrating today as
Oh God.
influencer has been cleared of all charges relating to the Metropolitan.
Who are you?
Jen. Just not in Hulk form. Just Jen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's cool. Unexpected.
I made breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Oh man, that's a like again.
Don't worry about the sweater.
Tatiana Maslany, an extremely attractive woman.
Whatever, hot doctor's a cliche anyway.
I got a special delivery for one Jennifer Walters.
I recognize a process server when I see one.
Ha, right. I've got court documents filed by Titania Worldwide LLC.
Titania? If she's coming after me because of our fight, she's delusional.
No, she's suing you for misuse of a trademark.
What trademark? She's suing me over the name She-Hulk? But that's my name.
Now that she trademarked it first, right?
Oh, is that how it works, Your Honor?
Oh man, that's a fascinating place to play.
Kind of a bummer way to end this episode. I bet there's a fun tag.
I love that. But yeah, no, like I'm glad that they put like the She-Hulk dating stuff in there because Madison LMJ. Yo, I'm telling you, man, there's some Mephisto stuff going on. Somebody check on Eric Voss, make sure that guy's heart and head haven't exploded. like that man has been preaching the Mephisto for so long, and I think we got our confirm in this app. Although I guess it could be a different demon, but like, let's be real. But no, I do like the way that they handled all that stuff on the dating side. It is terrible to date in your 30s in a swipe world where everybody is too busy. Or like I always say, like, why would I want to just go out and try to like meet a person when I'm as busy as I am? Like if I get free time, I want to go hang with my people. It sucks to date in your 30s. I'm 36. Been there more than once. Oh, here we go. Get our post credit. Where's our fun tag? We get one every episode. I swear. Okay.
I talk to you, listen. I don't.
Longer,
Have you ever had tequila sunrise?
No, I think so.
Long Island iced tea?
Yep.
Blue carousel?
No. What's blue carousel?
I don't know, it's blue. Manhattan?
Yep. Manhattan had it.
Slow gin fizz?
Nope.
Just vodka straight?
No, I've had
Goldschlagers?
vodka and yak milk. Never again.
Do you have any of that here?
Actually, we still have some left from the wedding. Yeah.
I'd love to try some yak milk.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
Well, gin and tonic.
Wongers.
Madison King. I hope she pops in
I don't know if they do
anytime
bottomless
Wong
gin
is
and
around.
tonic, but we will find it.
Okay.
Oh my god, yum.
Oh, I am a Madison King fan. I'm here for it. That was a good episode. I don't think it's as good as the first three. That one's probably my least favorite to this point, I guess we'll say. Not that I did not like it, though. I thoroughly enjoyed that episode. But, man, there are some things swirling around in this episode that got me like, what's going on? But first, dating in your 30s. Yeah, no, it's rough. I think they depicted that really well. And I liked how it was like, you got like the losery dudes that she got, and then she flipped to She-Hulk and still got losery dudes. And then when you finally do get the guy that's like, checks all the boxes, he's only there for She-Hulk, which I think is nuts. Like, nuts. I get it. But, like, at the same time, Tatiana Maslany, I wouldn't be upset if I woke up to that. I'd be like, oh, this is what you look like when you're not She-Hulk? We could go out just like this. That'd be fine. But, yeah, I think they depicted that stuff really well. And it's fun as a guy to see very similar things depicted on the female side of the board. And like I said, it's all about knowing how to talk and present and act around a person. But just because, like, you know, I watch this and I go, you know, I'm not gonna lie, Tatiana Maslany, hot. She goes to She-Hulk, also hot. You know, but that's not how you would lead, you know. And I think getting to see that, at least for me, was refreshing, because I don't think you get to see it in that type of way, and without even having to say it, right? Like, you just watch how Tatiana Maslany carries herself alone versus, like, you know, with the guy, and everything's up and up. So it was fun to kind of watch that, because I've been in those situations, and like she said, she's like, not that matters, but it does sometimes. So, like, that stuff was great. And then when you get into the courtroom stuff, it was interesting to not see, like, a true B storyline. I thought that we would get, like, some kind of either Pug or Nikki bit throughout the course of the episode, but I guess we just kind of leaned into the magic guy, Donnie Blaze, making all sorts of problems. But our courtroom stuff this week, I really enjoyed. I love watching, like, how much of a lawyer She-Hulk is, you know, and the way that her lawyer brain thinks. Like, I love seeing her ask all these questions to Wong, very much like she did last episode. And then he's like, the Book of Vishanti, and she's like, no, of American laws, Wong. Like, we got to play inside this world. And I like that you're not seeing her lean into superhero stuff or try to create laws or new things. Like, okay, I'm a She-Hulk, you're Wong, we're all superhero people, but, like, we still gotta follow things behind the book. So, like, I really enjoyed that stuff. Donnie Blaze, I mean, just the name Blaze, and the fact that Donnie rhymes with Johnny, is that somehow a Ghost Rider connection? Or is it just like a tip to the name Blaze, and the fact that maybe there's a Blaze in the MCU somewhere? I would love to see Ghost Rider. I don't want to see the guy who played Donnie Blaze be Ghost Rider, because I very much want to see Ryan Gosling be Ghost Rider. He was interviewed during the Gray Man run, I think, and somebody asked him about Marvel, and he was like, you know, like, my favorite, I guess he's been like, you know, I think he's been, like, fan rumored for, like, other characters. That got brought up, and he's like, nah, not really my vibe, but, like, if I was gonna go Marvel, like, I was always a really big Ghost Rider fan. But then he goes, but, like, I don't know, is it too soon? I don't even know how that works. Like, does Nick Cage have to give his blessing? Eva Mendes, who's in those movies and is Gosling's wife, you know, Gosling's like, my wife kind of gave her blessing already, but, like, yeah, I don't know how that works, but if Kevin called me, like, I'd be down, and I would really very much like to see Ryan Gosling somewhere in the MCU. I think he would be phenomenal. But yeah, I don't know. It's odd to have a character whose first name rhymes with Johnny and whose last name actually is Blaze. But like, that was a lot of fun. I'll have to take a look probably in my non-spoiler. I guess I could just pull up the IMDb. I just hate scrolling on the phone when I'm talking to you guys. But, like, I don't know the names of all of these people that popped up this week. But I think that guy, I'm telling you, I feel like that might have been the dude that was, like, that crazy lawyer from Entourage. If you guys used to watch Entourage back in the day, he kind of looked like that person. And there we go. Donnie Blaze, Reese Coiro, best known for Entourage. He is Billy Walsh. That's amazing. And how he kind of ran with Donnie Blaze gave me, it was honestly the behavior. It gave me Billy vibes. So that's, I love that he's Billy Walsh. That's amazing. I don't think I'm right on Madison. Yeah, that's Patty Guggenheim, the person that I was thinking of in Studio 666 is not that person. I was very much thinking of Whitney Cummings. They're definitely very different people. But there was a similar kind of vibe I felt like going on there. We gotta scroll all the way to Patty Guggenheim. Guggenheim, is she like related to like is that how you spell the actual Guggenheim, like the museum? Well, I'm gonna go on a fun rabbit hole dive later. But Patty Guggenheim, I really thoroughly enjoyed her. like true to form, like nightclub, bar hopping, city drunk. Like I have seen that woman more times than I could count on my hand in times when I've been in the city back in the day when I was in my 20s, not in my 30s, when I would go out, not stay in. Like I sync up, man. Me and Jen, we would get Jen Walters. I would date you. Like, we would get along. Hop on the couch. We'd be in our pajamas. You could work. We could throw on some TV, drink a little wine. That sounds like a nice night to me. That's terrible. But welcome to dating in your 30s. I honestly, that sounds like a far more preferable night than a lot of different nights you could have. But no, I thought that Madison was phenomenal. She was extremely funny. The comedic timing great. The chemistry with Wong, both the character and Benedict Wong himself, it feels like those two probably had a lot of fun in those sequences. I would love to see Patty Guggenheim interviewed without like the ditzy drunk kind of thing going on, but she played that character perfectly. And again, like I said, somebody find Eric Voss, check on that guy, because everything that she says makes it kind of sound like she went to hell. And if she went to hell, there's really a good chance that she ran into Mephisto, like that contract that she's signing to that goat. I'm pretty sure that's got to be a Mephisto tie. I mean, if it is or it isn't, I'm telling you, if Eric Voss is still okay, that guy's gonna figure it out. I look forward to watching that video. But yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool tie, and I like that we keep, anytime we start dipping our toe into the mystic realm, that's kind of where you go for your horror stuff. And I like that we get to see that type of stuff. I mean, demons in a She-Hulk show because it's connected to Wong and the mystic arts. I like, if you're gonna go a route for horror, that's a great place to play because you can do a lot of cool things. And while those little and then larger and also flying things weren't like the most terrifying looking, still freaking creepy. And like, I like that Marvel can nail that stuff, even inside of a 30-minute sitcom. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm telling you, we are hinting very strongly at either like Mephisto or some of his other demonic buddies that he could be hanging out with. I guess Nightmare could be mixed in there, but like, there's just a lot of red, and Nightmare has a lot of green around him. And I don't know. I'm on the Mephisto train on that one. But, you know, when it comes to the actual case, like I said, I really dug how you watch She-Hulk handle herself. She feels and looks like a true to form lawyer, and you can see how these cases could kind of get wild and bring in characters like a Donnie Blaze, who's not going to take things seriously in a courtroom. And it's one of those, like, I was kind of surprised that the judge didn't grant, you know, that injunction until she made her decision. Because, like, it's very obvious when you watch what Donnie Blaze is doing. It's like, you can do your fake magic, but, like, real magic, no, you know. Be interesting to see if there comes from this show, like, a law where, like, you have to, if you have a sling ring, you have to have, like, a license for it. Because that's the thing that really kind of caught me off guard with this episode is, you know, we do find out that Donnie Blaze was at Comertage, you know, like a student bringing in kegs and things. But it makes me wonder if anybody who has a sling ring and can, I guess, do the visualization or thing that, you know, to make the thing happen, it would explain why it came so naturally to Ned. And it could theoretically put into place this kind, like, I was watching last week, and I got to the end of last week's episode, did all my editing, you know, my reviews and stuff, and I'm sitting there, I'm going, I need to rewatch everything that Wong has done since becoming Sorcerer Supreme. And, like, they're just these strange things, like, you know, and it's, not so much like the other places, right? Like seeing him pop in and you know, in Shang-Chi and stuff, that stuff made sense. But it really, here, more than anywhere else, like the way he was popping in and out last episode, it always felt like he was coming from or doing something, and that isn't necessarily strange. But the stuff with Blonsky is weird, because I went back and I rewatched those Shang-Chi episodes, or the scenes, not episodes, and like in those sequences, you hear Wong in the second one tell him, like, you gotta work on, you know, controlling your anger, your punching, whatever it is, like what we've been working on. Which means there's been multiple times, which is why I always thought coming out of Shang-Chi, it felt like it was some sort of sanctioned thing for Wong to take Abomination out and do training with him to kind of get him to where we see Emil Blonsky. But that's not what's going on. And then Wong gives this explanation that he needed to fight somebody in order to become Sorcerer Supreme, a worthy opponent. But that, like, why would you need multiple training sessions with Abomination? You know, like, I don't know. Like, was he training to make him worthy? Was the fight, like, who from the Sorcerer realm was there to grant him the Sorcerer? You know what I mean? Like, there are pieces missing to that story. If I was a lawyer, that'd be the story I'd be picking at. And knowing that Secret Invasion is coming in the Skrull, and, like, you know, we kind of made a lot of jokes about shape-shifting last week, but the real shape-shifter that's scary in the MCU is the Skrull invasion. And I don't know, if you don't have to be a, like, true to form magic sorcerer in order to at least pull off the sling ring and do some of that basic magic, a Skrull, I guess could. That's the thing that keeps getting. I don't think there's any magical Skrull. There's super Skrull, but I don't think there's magical Skrull. And we've obviously seen Wong do magic, so it's what leans me away. But if if Donnie Blaze could do magic, I feel like a Skrull could learn how to do magic. And if they were planning an invasion, they probably would have figured that stuff out and maybe gotten trained not looking like somebody, and then could be somebody. I don't know. The first character for me in the MCU that's made me go, what's going on here? Wong. That's gonna be. I don't truly believe it, but I've thought about it more times, or enough times where it's like I should say it and just put it into the world that Wong might be a Skrull. That's gonna be one of the fun things that's coming up, man. We're gonna be able to keep our eyes on lots of different. Anytime anybody acts weird, you know, it's like Skrull, possibly. It's coming. It's gonna be fun. But if Wong is on the up and up, I like that he comes back to Jen right away. Like, we just had a case that went pretty easy for Emil. Clearly, whatever guys Wong was putting out there worked. Maybe he thinks he's you know, like, this is a realm that he could do great things in. So boom, right to Jen. I like that connection. I hope we get to see more Wong at some point in the series. I'd be fine if we went away from that for a little bit. But I did dig the courtroom stuff. I liked how Jen went about it. I like that the one bar scene we got, Jen focus on the work first and then focus on the personal life stuff. I feel like that might have been a thing, or has been a thing like in other lawyer shows. So like that, it's feeling and fitting that vibe very well. And I like that you can have, you know, the superhuman law cases without, like, full-blown superheroes or people with crazy powers. Like, that seemed like a much more normal case with some very interesting twerks. I couldn't help myself. That's still one of my favorites. But yeah, I mean, that stuff really worked. I thought the fourth wall stuff was good. Anytime Jen can break and talk to us, especially when she was going down the dating rabbit hole, like, that was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm very in on the show. And the tease of Titania taking the not the copyright, but, like, you know, having the trademark on She-Hulk, fascinating. I've thought about this with, like, in the world that I'm in, you know, you gotta go out and get those types of things, because, you know, you could be doing something for forever, and then somebody could just swoop in and take it. And that's, you know, I'm sure in that scenario, like, She-Hulk, it's her nickname, it's what the world bestowed on her. Like, I'm sure there's a lawyery way to get around that stuff, but certainly seems like it's going to bring Titania into the forefront, and I'm kind of excited about that. And I would love to see if maybe Titania is tied to the Wrecking Crew, or maybe she's tied to Kingpin. Like, I don't know. The Titania piece of the story is really the thing that I feel like we need to start going down to get into the real MCU stuff, and that was not what we hit here. We didn't really get into that end of things, but I think Titania will be our path into like what this main MCU story is gonna be for She-Hulk. But yeah, man, I had a lot of fun this episode. Like I said, I wasn't as blown away as I've been in other episodes. That I don't know. Like, even just trying to talk about it right now, I was trying to think. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something that happened in the episode, but it really was just the dating. And I mean, that stuff was that was hysterical. You got something here. Anyway, let's get the Sea Maniacs up, man. Like I said, Tatiana Maslany continues to be phenomenal. I don't understand how that guy could walk out when he didn't see She-Hulk, because, I mean, it's not like he went from night to day. You know what I mean? Like, still winning in that world. So like that was one of those things where I was kind of like, man, and that is a bit of a bummer for Jen. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely gonna hit her ego. But watching Maslany kind of work her way through all of those things, I thought was as per usual, phenomenal from her. I really liked watching her be in a courtroom. I love her taking on these superhero cases and talking about this superhero stuff and applying it to actual law things. You know, like that I like that vibe. I like the lawyery sitcom thing that we got going on. Wong, pop up all the time, bro. Like, I'm so here for Benedict Wong. Patty Guggenheim, Madison, you two S's, two N's, and a Y, not where you think it would be. Like, you can come play anytime, man. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, anywhere Wong is, I'm okay if Madison pops up. I'm up here for it. That stuff was great. The Donnie Blaze, really fun to see Billy Walsh from Entourage pop up someplace. It's been a while. I thought he had a lot of fun. Makes me wonder if we're hinting at a Johnny Blaze, which would also bring you into the demonic realm that maybe Madison ended up in, where she may not have come across Mephisto. There's some good stuff in there this week. And the Tinder swiping and making the profile and doing Jen. And then I swear, Nikki, I thought she had done it. Not so like when you got to that first date, I was kind of like a little like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. And then you realize that it's Jen dating versus She-Hulk dating. And I love that she looked right at the camera right away and was like, I'm not proud of this, but like, if you could, wouldn't you? So I had fun, but I didn't think it was, the best episode. So I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 for She-Hulk this week. I know that seems harsh because I've been living in the 4s. But no, I thought this was a really good episode. It wasn't, like I said, of my 4, my favorite. And at this point, I'm like just really dying to get to Matt Murdock and Daredevil things. I guess it would make sense for that to be right at the end of the season because you could be teeing up Echo. But like, come on, man, give me some Matty Murdock. You could get Matt in there. Daredevil could be the thing that we tie into at the end. That's like, I'm fascinated to see where we go with that. And like now I'm getting to that impatient place I think people with their WandaVision might have felt like with those first few episodes, where it was like, okay, like the sitcom stuff's fun, but like, where's the MCU story? That's starting to kind of be how I'm feeling about She-Hulk. But I love that they continue to really present, contextually things about men and women that are often the same but viewed differently. Like I said, seeing She-Hulk and the way that Jen is looking at things as she's going into the dating world, I sit here as a guy go, I deal and feel a lot of the same ways. And there's a way to go about that and not be, a sexist, chauvinist pig. You know what I mean? Like, and that goes for men and women. Because it works on both sides, and it's one of those things that gets lost. So I kind of appreciate the show kind of being like, hey, that stuff that can lead to terrible things on the male side of the world happens over here too, and I'm sure it could lead to terrible things on the female side of the world. But like, there is a lane where you can be like, yeah, that person is extremely attractive, and that's what I'm here for. And all the normal things that go into dating. So like, that stuff was fun, but yeah, I don't know. I felt like the connections to the other episodes were a little bit stronger. And just like now I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get like these one-off courtroom stories, which is fun, but I don't know, it takes a little bit of the Marvel. Like I'm ready for She-Hulk stuff. Like, yeah, fighting demons with Wong, that was fun. But like I'm ready to like see She-Hulk getting into like some She-Hulk things, and hopefully we get that next episode. We've got 5 left, so I mean there's so much time and so many episodes, but I'm gonna go 3.5 out of 5. Really solid. I think there's lots of room to be more enjoyable, like last week. Anyway, that's where I'm at She-Hulk. I'm loving this show, even if this wasn't my favorite episode. But the question I have is, what about you guys, man? Where are you falling? I obviously know that there are a lot of shows out right now that have a very, negative kind of vibe, which is one of those things that I really appreciated the show going down, like the comment, rabbit hole that you could go down in social media and stuff. And I think we've heard that with She-Hulk. We've been hearing it around some of the Sandman stuff, around some of Lord of the Rings stuff. If you got that opinion or that viewpoint, and you're gonna come in here and try to stir things up, please see yourself out. Respectful comments in the comment section, but like people who are actually watching the show and disliking it for real reasons. I want to know, man, is the show working for you? And if it's not, what's rubbing you the wrong way? And if it is, what's rubbing you the right way? What did you think of She-Hulk's dating extravaganza? We could call, I guess that would have been our B plotline. They just both tied to She-Hulk this week. Did you miss Pug? I was missing Pug and Nikki this episode a little bit. I think that's the other thing that was missing for me. We got Nikki like right at the top, and then not, she was just like, I need the deets in a text. But yeah, man, whether you liking the show, not liking the show, comic book fan, not comic book fan, anything you got, man. What's swirling around and working for you in the world of She-Hulk? Good, bad, indifferent, put it down below in the comments section. I look forward to talking to you guys down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions, you want to be here for our weekly watches with She-Hulk. Like I said, I got Sandman content coming out as consistently and as often as I can. I'm through 4 episodes that, is currently, the 4th one will be probably up before this. But we've got, that's 6 left of the main and then one additional. We want to be here for that stuff. I'm going to start diving into Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. It's very busy over here in the world of television these days. But if you dig that stuff, you want to show a little love and support the old C-Man, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. All you got to do is jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, C-Man, Cinema Sit Down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Oh, hey, what's going on? You must be sticking around because you're looking for more content featuring this guy. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. You can check out more videos right here and right here. And if you have and you want to come join that C-Maniac Nation, you can hit that subscribe right over there.